Okay, guys, it's your boy Dark Raikou here with What If Issei had the Big Three Inner Demons Part 4. No, 2. No, 3. Fuck. I'm fucking up. I'm fucking up the part. Yes, it's Part 3. So, yeah, this is Part 3 of this What If. Now, I should mention one thing. What's it called? I'm also going to try to upload what's it called? What If Issei was the reincarnation of Byakuya? If I could, but maybe I can't, maybe I don't know. But let me begin into this. What if? Let me shut the fuck up. No recaps, no other stuff, and let me begin. Okay. Now we begin into Issei, kind of waking up the next day, and of course getting downstairs. This is where Issei, he doesn't wake up too early. It's because his child, mostly Shinkai, does wake him up. Mostly, it's a boy with dark blue hair and dark blue eyes kind of wakes him up, and of course asks for his father to wake up because he's scared of the dark. So yeah, Issei did got woken up at like 3 a.m. in the morning just because Shinkai needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, Issei didn't really mind, but of course, yeah, that happened. So that happened, but yeah. Now Shinkai isn't that young. He is like 10 years old. Well, I mean, yeah, he's kind of young, but of course, he is kind of still scared of the dark. I mean, if I was a 10-year-old, I am scared. I'm still scared of the dark. But now that I'm older, fuck no, I'm still scared of that shit. Being hearing some scary story times while going in the dark. Ah, hell no, bro. But not the point. Let me go back to the what if. I'm sorry, I'm rambling on. But of course, Issei kind of just wakes up the next morning, and of course, he goes downstairs. This is where he sees Shinkai, Azia, and of course his two, parents, mostly mom, dad, and of course him being there just eating. But yeah, this is where, he is going to school, but of course, he doesn't know what to do with Shinkai since, yeah. But of course, Shinkai said that he will stay here with mostly his two parents. Of course, his two parents would try to, put him into school, mostly put Shinkai into school, but yeah. This is where, Issei kind of pats Shinkai in the head and tell him to be a good boy and not to cause his parents too much harm. Then again, this is where, Issei kind of has this evilish grin for Shinkai. This is where, Issei kind of whispers something into Shinkai's ear and just told him, kind of bothered him a little bit, nagged him a little bit also. But yeah, this is where, Issei then pats him in the head and just tell him that goodbye. This is where, Shinkai was kind of hoping for something else, and Issei doesn't know what to do until he just remembers that one, what's it called, scene. Well, sorry for the voice crack, but he just remembers that one scene from, what's it called, Naruto. So he doesn't know what to do, mostly for kids. So of course he just pokes, what's it called, Shinkai in the head like Itachi does to Sasuke. Just pokes him in the head and just says, "Be a good kid, okay?" This is where, Shinkai kind of says, "Ow, that hurts, Dad," but fine. He then smiles. This is where, Ethan kind of smiles also. And this is where, he goes out the door, and this is where Azia sees the whole scene. It's really wholesome. But of course, she's saying that she's not the mother, but mostly an aunt towards Shinkai. But yeah, this is where, Issei kind of goes towards mostly school, of course, with his silver snowy white hair kind of flowing in the air. This is where, Ozzy has seen his hair literally get blasted by the air, and of course Issei's annoyed with the air. He's about to just use, I don't know, some kind of it's got tension to destroy it, because fuck it. For some reason he wants to do something like that. But this is where, Issei gets to the school, and this is where, when he walks in through the front gate, he noticed that a bunch of girls are looking at him with hearts in their eyes, while a bunch of guys are glaring at him, telling him to go die. This is where, Issei, what he does is look at the guys, flip them all off, doesn't give a shit. This is where, the guys gets angry and rushes at Issei because, Issei literally just triggered them. But this is where, when they get closer, Issei literally just walked past him with such a care, not walk past him entirely. Literally, he then kind of just run past him, easily kind of kicking them, mostly at their legs, and just dropping them down to the ground very easily. Bah, 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 bah. They all smashed to the ground. There was 5 of them literally falling down to the ground. But yeah, Issei didn't care and walked away without a care in the world. Issei had this evilish grin to his face, but yeah. This is where, Issei went towards his class without a care in the world. Also, you can see that Issei really did change, for either the worse or the better. Now, of course, well, Issei is kind of getting to his class until he sees Sanji. He says, "Yo, Sanji." Sanji says, "Yo, Silver Prince, what are you doing?" Issei says, "Fuck you." But still, not the point. I thought you said you were gonna dye your hair. Right now, Sanji kind of cuts him off. This is where, well, Issei says, "Yes, but then my son will kind of question my, what's it called, my existence and why I dye my hair brown." Wait. Sanji says, wait. Did you just say son? Oh, did I say that out loud? I mean, yes, my son. This is where, well, Sanji says, no, are you lying? Who the hell did you have a kid with? Well, he's adopted, but don't worry about it. Oh, thank God. I literally thought you had a kid with someone. No, he's just adopted. I adopted him like yesterday. He was kind of lost and scared, so I decided to adopt him. And he's kind of cute. Besides, nah. If I had a kid, would you really get angry or something? Bro, I don't swing that way, Issei said. This is where Sanji says, "Screw off, dude, I don't swing that way neither. I'm just saying, I was about to be dumbfounded. Who the hell did you have a kid with? And was I going to be worried? Nah. Because you're just going to be a prick half the time. Don't worry, I did an Itachi in the morning with him. I just poked him in the head." Oh, I don't have any clue about parenting. You're an idiot. This is where Issei says, "Fuck you, man. I had no clue. Then why didn't you adopt him as your little brother?" Because I wanted to have an excuse about already having a son towards any girl. That's the most fucked up kind of thing and genius plan I ever heard. What the fuck? This is where, well, Issei said, "You say genius and yet fucked up at the same time." I don't think that's actually supposed to be in a sentence, but whatever. It's there. This is where, well, Sanji says, "I don't know about you." Okay. Whatever. This is where, well, they're walking, and of course, they get to class. Sanji disappears to another class, but yeah, Issei gets to his first hour class and sits down. But yeah, this is where, well, Issei is kind of looking at the board and then looking out the window because he doesn't care. This is where, well, he then hears a hollow scream in the distance and says, "Oh, you fucking serious? Fuck." This is where, well, Issei says, "Oh, I'm gonna have to go kill it." This is where, well, Issei kind of raises his hand up saying, "Can I go to the bastion?" Is there a teacher nod and says, "Yeah, you can." So, of course, this is where Issei disappears, running off. Right now, going to Shinigami. Well, mostly not Shinigami. Calling out his Zanpakuto to rush towards the side. And right now, cut down the hollow before it even hurt a person that he knows. Well, not really knows. It's mostly a female. She had two katanas with her, but of course she seems to be kind of struggling with the hollow. But Issei appears from thin air and really just cut this motherfucker into two. This is where, well, Issei puts his Zanpakuto away and turns around to see the girl. The girl seems to have a ponytail, mostly kind of looks like a pineapple. She kind of does. And mostly he kind of thinks about it. Thinks about a pineapple most of the time. Probably because that just reminds him of, what's it called, Marcos a little bit, but then he shook his head off, saying no, she doesn't really look like a pineapple. Just because of her spiky hair, or kind of, it's in a ponytail and it's spiky. She has, what's it called, well, she has kind of dark brown eyes with darkish brown hair. Well, mostly brown eyes with dark brown hair. And of course, this is where, well, she has a ribbon on her hair, mostly the way to put a ponytail. Yeah. This is where, well, she has two katanas, two medium tantos, and of course she seems to be struggling against the hollow. That's what he saw. When he turns around to see her, she tried to kind of escape, but this is where Issei just remembered to erase her memories, and then instant by kind of flashing right in front of her and erasing her memories. This is where, well, mostly erasing her memories of seeing every Issei, but yeah. This is where, well, Issei then disappears from her sight and kind of left, but yeah. He got back to school in a couple of like 5 or not 5 minutes, mostly like he was gone for like a couple of like 10 minutes, then came back. This is where, well, he wasn't sweating or panting or anything. He kind of went back to his chair and yeah, there. This is where, well, Issei kind of said whatever. This is where, well, a couple of like minutes pass, and this is where, well, the teacher says, "Oh, well, I forgot to mention that there's a new transfer student here." He says, "Oh, great, another transfer student. What's fucking next?" This is where, well, the same girl that he just saw a while ago is in his class. Are you fucking serious? Luckily, I erased her memories, but thank the fuck God I did something like that. Well, other than that, this is where Issei didn't really care that much. He then looked away, but yeah. This is where, well, looking back outside, but yeah. Thinking that he will hear another hollow because whatever, for some reason. This is where, well, she like sat down kind of the next chair beside Issei because there was a chair just empty, but yeah. This is where, well, she was kind of like looking at the board and then sees Issei, and this is where, well, his silver white hair, well, mostly his silver snowy white hair is usually just sticks out like a freaking, like a needle in a haystack. Well, not really, it doesn't like stick out most of the time. Mostly he like sticks out like if there was a bunch of red balloons and one blue balloon, but yeah. He's easy to find just because of his hair. It's pretty easy. Well, I mean, but yeah. This is where, well, she then kind of looks at it, and this is where, well, for like a while, a couple of seconds, Issei then kind of noticed what she was looking at. This is where Issei, he connected with his eyes, his goldenish brown eyes, with her kind of dark, well, not dark, mostly normal brown eyes. Issei says, "Can I help you?" This is where, well, she said nope, and she looked away. This is where Issei sighs, and right now is cursing Karama, his inner demon of hatred, malice, anger, and this is where he's just telling him to fuck you and fuck off. And this is where, well, Karama in his head, mostly the kind of inner demon, well, yeah, the inner demon of hatred kind of just curses back at Issei, says, "Well, too fucking bad, kid. Fuck you too." This is where, well, Issei kind of just sighs and just relaxes and kind of just keeps looking outside the window and waits until the bell rings. So the bell rings, of course, finally, after like 10 fucking more minutes, and Issei gets to his next classes. Now, of course, Issei, he is just thinking of just ditching. He doesn't really care. So, of course, this is where Issei goes to the top and just decides to fucking ditch. Yep, ditch for like 2 hours. And then goes into his 4th hour. Well, he doesn't ditch for 2 hours. He kind of goes into his 2nd hour and it's just art, mostly ceramics, and he's just like hearing music while like doing art. But yeah, the song he's hearing right now is called, well, so he's just hearing the song called Fearless from Netflix, one of the newest songs. And this is where, well, he's just doing his project, whatever. And this is where, well, someone sits right in front of him. This is where, well, the person that sat right in front of him is none other than a girl with kind of blondish hair, with dullish, kind of palish, rosé blonde hair. And of course, having, well, palish skin a little bit. But this is where, well, she has dullish blue eyes. This is where, well, she then just smiles gently at, well, Issei. Well, not, no. It's not Junko. It's mostly a girl with kind of purplish, lightish purplish hair, with kind of dark purplish eyes. And this is where, well, she kind of just gives a small bow towards Issei, and that's where Issei kind of looks up and say, wait, shit. This is where Issei just take out his earbud and try to think of what her name was again. This is where, well, Issei says, okay, your name was, this is where the girl says, Kyoka Kirigiri. She kind of just says very gently, but at the same time emotional a little bit towards Issei, and this Issei says, yeah, sorry about not remembering your name. You're Junko's friend, aren't you? This is where, well, she nodded. He said, okay, well, why are you sitting right in front of me? This is where, well, Kyoko kind of says that she doesn't really have friends in this classroom, and she does consider Issei to be somewhat of a friend, even though they barely know and talk to each other or anything. She just doesn't really like being alone that much. But yeah, what she does is just, she doesn't like being bothered by any of the other guys. And some of the guys doesn't really look this way towards Issei, unless they're just kind of sending killer hatred. Issei says, well, that is true. Issei gets a piece of clay for a second, and it's smaller. This is where, well, he kind of shapes it into like a needle, and then toss it behind him, and of course he like stabs upon someone's neck, or kind of just like cut him a little. And this is the guy saying, "I'm bleeding. What the hell? What the hell? You bastard! You caught me." This is where he's like blaming someone else, but yeah, that is not Issei. And this is where Kyo could kind of notice this and say, "Why did he do something like that?" He says, "I have no clue what you're talking about." This is where she narrowed her eyes. Issei narrowed his kind of goldenish, brownish eyes towards her purple eyes, and this is where Issei says, What are you talking about? I didn't do anything like that." I think you're crazy half the time, but still kind of cute. This is where Issei kind of whispers that, but this is where she managed to hear it, and her face becomes all red. This is where, mostly a flash of red, and this is where she tries to go back to normal, but she's still kind of red. This is where, Issei kind of goes on with just hearing music, and the song that kind of, mostly comes up towards his earbud. So the song he hears next is called Ready to Kill by Netflix, and this is where he's like, "Gotta stand up, gotta take the red pill." So yeah, he's just kind of hearing the song, and this is where, she managed to hear it, and of course, this is where, mostly the girl, mostly Issei, the girl in front of her, what's it called, named Kyoka. This is where, she hears it, and this is where she would kind of question what Issei's hearing, but Issei doesn't really care. He just keeps hearing the song, but yeah. This is where Issei just keeps like kind of hearing music, and of course, this is where, the class is kind of almost over, and this is where Issei doesn't really care. But yeah, you get the point. He then goes, mostly his next class is kind of like history, but of course, like history and science is like his next 2 classes before lunch, but he just decided to ditch. He said, "I don't care." But yeah, he decides to just go on top of the school and just like sits down on like the bench. Then he just decides to lay down fully. And this is where, he's just like sitting there. "I hate life." This is where, someone says, "Really? You hate life? Quite interesting." This is where Issei then looks over. And this is where, Issei's eyes almost literally bulge out of his eye socket and says, This is where, Issei says, "Raynor?" This is where a girl with kind of black hair, and of course, where, she kind of has what's it called, violet eyes. This is where, she kind of has the school uniform of cool. She's not like wearing some kind of random uniform. Mostly, she's wearing cool uniform school. And of course, it's none other than Raynor. This is where, Issei kind of gets up in an instant, and this is where Issei kind of like said, "Oh, hell no." This is where, he was about to summon out his like sword, and of course, then this is where Issei kind of looks at Raynor with shocked eyes. That's where she's smiling at Issei. Of course, that's where she like putting her hair kind of down, kind of like touching it and like smoothing it down. This is where, she smiles at Issei, and Issei says, wait, before we decide to start fighting. This is where she looks kind of confused. Issei kind of pulls out his phone and start kind of searching through his like song history just to kind of like put the right song. This is where, so the song that he's hearing, that he actually managed to pick, was called "You're Going Down" by Sick Puppies. But yeah, that's the song. This is where Issei says, "Okay, finally, pick the right song." Issei then just puts his phone back into his pocket, puts both of his headphones, and this is where, he then pulls out his sword. Well, mostly he was about to call his Zanpakuto sword name, and this is where, he then thinks, wait, hey, White. He then says in his head, "Shiro, can I use Holofy Mask?" "No, you can't." "Fuck." "Okay, fine. I guess that didn't work." "Fine." This is where, Issei said, "Whoever the hell you are, I don't care. I remember killing Raynor, so, yeah, I'm just gonna kill you now." This is where, the girl seems to just look at Issei, mostly Raynor, look-alike, which Issei thinks is really just a Raynor look-alike or Genjutsu or whatever the fuck it is. But this is where Issei then puts both percents and says, "Release! I must be in some kind of Genjutsu. She's not attacking me. Not until some of my Zanpakuto will attack her." This is where, Issei keeps hearing music. This is where, she then kind of looks at Issei and decides to just look at him and then says, "What are you even hearing about?" Issei said, "Up." The song is called "You're Going Down" by Sick Puppies. Me alone. This is where, she sweats drops and say, "Didn't know you were that much into rock. But whatever. Come on, Issei. It's me. Raynor or Yuma or whatever you like to call me. or whatever. It's quite interesting. I haven't really seen you in a while. That's where he says, and I thought we would never see each other again. Didn't you die by, what's it called, Rias? Well, yes. It does see me die. Well, mostly you saw a clone of me die from Rias. What? Yeah, there was an experiment that my father kind of did on me that made two of us. One was with my sister, which is me, and of course the other one was the arrogant, prickish side that you killed. So yeah. You say literally switch up and say, no. This is, I know it's hard to believe, Issei, but yeah, it's the truth. Then how do you know my name? Well, when we kind of my sister kind of found the footage and other stuff of the destroyed clone, mostly some feathers. We kind of got the DNA and memories back of what happened to Dad, which I only came here to apologize to you, please. Please let me apologize to you. This is where she kind of bows down, and this is where she says sorry, and then instinct, and this is where, well, she says that she will make it up to Issei by kind of letting him kind of lose his V card on her. This is where Issei sweat drops and says, I'm good. This is where, well, she sweat drops and says, oh, you're okay? Well, not, I thought you would be kind of down for it. Issei says, no. Are you having PTSD for me? I'm really sorry about it. I didn't know my clone would be doing so much troublesome stuff. No, I'm fine. Still, it's quite an interesting story that I'm trying to wrap my head around. This is where Shiro says, just believe her and just says, thank you, but no thank you. This is where, Issei says, how about you say it? Then let me take over. Switch with me. This is where Issei says, no, I know you're gonna go crazy. Fuck. But yeah, this is where, Issei says, I believe you. I think. It's kind of confusing, but not the point. If you're here, wait. Tell me if you're the real Raynor or fake Raynor. I don't fucking care. Just show me your wings. This is where she pulls off, what's it called, 4 pairs of wings. And this is where he says, like, wait, the Raynor that I fought against only had 2. This is where Raynor explains a little bit more, saying, well, the fact, my original power, I had 6 wings in total. My sister also has 6 wings. We're basically our daughter's kind of favorite daughters or whatever. We were born with 6 wings entirely, or mostly kind of just become that powerful. But yeah, but not the point. Yeah, the person that you fought, since it was only a clone version of my arrogancy side or whatever, it's kind of, I only have 4 pairs of wings. Until I restore my magic and regain that, arrogancy or whatever bullshit, hidden arrogancy, mostly, I only have 4 pairs of wings. Okay. Well, good to know. Okay. I'm trying to still wrap my head around it. It's not that confusing, not gonna lie. This is where, Issei thinks about it now. He does have like couple of personalities, or mostly his emotion, inner demons. Joy, sadness, or that's mostly Joy Boy, who is, mostly the joy of his. Hollow, who is basically his sadness, despair, and anger, and whatever bullshit. Just hollow. We're not anger. Anger and hatred and malicious stuff is his hatred, Karama. So he can understand about the demon part, about the personality, what's commotion. So of course he says, yeah, I get it. Yes, I get it now. Yeah, I definitely got it now. Well, nice to meet you then. This is where Issei kind of puts his hand in front of him, and this is where, she understands what Issei's doing, and of course grabs it and does, bow down towards, mostly Issei, and Issei is confused, saying, I just wanted a handshake. Oh, sorry. This is where she lifts up her head, and this is where, she kind of does give him a handshake. This is where Issei is still confusing. Actually, I'm going to smell like fallen angel when I get to Rias. Oh, for fuck's sake, she's gonna literally chew on my ear. This is going to be annoying. Whatever. Well, good luck with whatever. Raynor, Yuma, what do you want me to call you? Raynor would be fine. Or, mostly more public, yeah, Raynor. This is where, well, Issei said, okay. So, who's your sister anyway? Hmm? Oh. Um, I would tell you, but she doesn't really like being told that anything. I don't know why, but I have a strange feeling that she would hate me if I tell you her name. So I'm just going to tell you nothing. Issei said, shit, whatever. Whatever, it can't be that bad. Okay. Well, see ya. This is where, well, Issei kinda hears a scream in the freaking distance. Says, oh, for fuck's sake, Hollow. Well, see ya. I gotta be going. This is where Issei jumps up the fence and kind of jumps off and kind of just starts running towards where he heard that scream. Now, of course, she didn't hear the kind of screech of the Hollow, but of course, Issei did. This is where Issei says, okay, found you, Hollow. Zanpakuto! This is where, well, he names out the Zanpakuto's name, and it's called, he says, Koga no Dragono. This is where he summons out his Zanpakuto's name, well, mostly the sword, and this is where he slices the Hollow again. This is where he says, okay, that should be the last of them. Oh, do you really think that would be the last of them? Someone comes out from the tree line, and of course, there's a guy with dark blue hair, and of course, this is where, well, he kind of has glasses, and he's kind of a new student that kind of came a while ago. He just hasn't got enrolled mostly, but yeah. This is where, well, mostly the person says, well, hello there. So, you must be the Shinigami that's been killing the Hollows here. This is where, well, Issei says, oh god, please tell me he's not a Quincy. This is where, well, Issei thinks in his head. This is where, well, the person has, what's it called, this like little thing under his like hand, like a bracelet, but it has a little chain thing key in it, and it looks like to be a cross, but it looks to be starry at the same time. This is where, well, Issei says, who are you exactly? This is where, well, he still has his Zanpakuto out. This is where, well, the person says, my name is. This is where, well. So, fuck it. You know what? No, the Quincy kind of looks like this, okay? He has brownish hair, kind of this darkish glasses, and of course, tan skin or whatever. He does wear this, and he does have two, what's it called, guns like these. And his name is Leonard Kabani, but yeah, it says right there. So, I can just remember this, okay? It's because I'm not gonna probably remember anything. But yeah. It's not that I have short-term memory. It's probably because I probably will watch this one day and then forget about something else. But not the point. So yeah, he kind of looks like this. This is where, well, the person looks at Issei and says, oh, you must be a Shinigami. Issei says, that's kind of conventional or whatever. This is where, well, mostly the person named Leonard. Yeah, Leonard. This is where, well, he says, who are you exactly? The name is Leonard Kamanani. This is where, well, Issei says, okay. This is where, well, Leonard says, you're not going to say your name? Issei Hyodo. This is where Issei said, okay, Issei. So, tell me, do you think who is stronger, the Quincy's or the Soul Reaper? Issei says, I knew this motherfucker was definitely a Quincy. He felt like being a Quincy. Why the hell do I know what the feeling of Quincy feels like? This is where Hollow says, because of me, idiot. You know how I said about the Hollows, and how you're a Hollow, and, well, you do have a Zanpakuto, and I forgot to mention about the Quincy's. Nope, I knew about the Quincy's. I already read your manga, I'm fine. Okay, the Bleach manga doesn't actually tell you about the whole thing. This is where, well, Issei says, nope, it probably does tell me. You're trying to bullshit me right now. But whatever. Issei kind of looks at what's it called, mostly the Quincy, and says, what exactly do you want? I'm just interested. Your power is quite interesting. You're powerful, exactly. Tell me, have you heard of a man named, well? This is where Leonard says, have you heard of a man named Shin? The hell are you going on about? Shin? No, I have never heard of a man. Well, I just came here to warn you, Shinigami-san, that Shin is a man that has been doing some crazy stuff. Okay? And how the hell does it involve me with my life? Oh, it's because he's basically targeting Kuo for only one reason. What's that? I have no clue what that reason is. Issei almost fell down to the ground and says, "The fuck you mean you don't know?" That's the problem. I've been kind of encountering this guy who basically just wants to cause a lot of chaos. He decides to target this small place because, well, there's a lot of supernatural beings like devils, angels, fallen angels, and other stuff. But he's mostly targeting those humans because of their human souls. That was another thing he doesn't really care. Yeah, okay, now that okay, so it's basically human soul stuff power. What exactly does he want? He basically wants destruction and chaos. It's shit. Mostly all villains want that. Typical villain shit. Oh, you're actually also, what's it called? Shonen Jump style, aren't you? Shonen Jump, what's it called? Anime watch, aren't you? Leonard says, I mean, you can say that. I kind of get bored of Shonen Jump a little bit. But not the point. Yes, what's it called? This guy just wants to cause chaos or whatever. He's able to control hollows. That's why every time I hear a hollow scream, I'm just guessing that that's where Shin would be at. Is that really his name, or do you just call him something randomly? I'm guessing that's his name because he just says S. I was gonna call him Shitty Person, but whatever. Actually, no, let's just call him Shitty Person. Bet. This work well, both Leonard and Issei nodded. So, I see that you're not the typical Quincy that just wants to attack things or whatever, or mostly tries to kill me. Well, that's mostly in the anime. The Quincy's in real life is just chill as hell. We don't really attack the Soul Reapers. But yeah, this is where Issei says, bet. Okay. Tell me, are you from my school? Just enrolled a while ago. Sweet, let's just become friends. And this is where Leonard says, okay, fuck it. You like cigarettes? Issei says, hell no, but I could try some. Probably. This is where, the inner demons mostly hollow saying, damn, this is the fastest way to become a friend. Whatever. This is where, they just go back to the school. Of course, this is where Issei just puts that back his Zanpakuto into basically dissipating into gold and dust and just gone. This is where, they're kind of getting to school. And this is where, Leonard says, for some reason, you have a weird type of hair color. Is that really natural? No, it's not. The bastard that lives inside my stomach, fuck that guy. This is where, the coincidence is, demon? Kind of. Quite interesting. This is where, he says, yeah. He changed my hair color. My original hair color was like brownish color, like a lightish, darkish brown color. Now I look like Kakashi from fucking Naruto. Or you can even say that I look like Gojo half the time. But yeah. This is where, no, says, damn, that sucks for you. This is where he says, you think? This fucking sucks. Mostly girls want to literally fuck me over. Literally, they're trying to so many times. Luckily for me, I can easily dodge them. I can just use flash support. Well, I'm not really trying to show them that ability, but yeah. Mostly outrun them, but yeah. Damn, that sucks. He says, oh, good luck, buddy. You're also, I wouldn't say you're not that bad looking, so good luck with girls not chasing you. Bro, I don't think I'm gonna get chased by girls. We go into Issei and Leonard, like, getting back to school. And of course, not even like 10 minutes when they walk in, just talking. The girls notice Issei because it's lunchtime. Issei said, oh, fuck. I forgot it's lunchtime. The girls notice Issei and Leonard, and this is where, the girl says, get him! This is where Issei right now runs off. Leonard says, ha, good luck. This is where, a girl in the crowd says, get the guy with brownish hair also. He doesn't look half bad. Leonard says, oh shit. No, wait for me, Wesson. This is where they start just fucking booking it. This is where, Issei right now is jumping over walls. Well, mostly, not being over walls, mostly jumping on top of the walls, kind of running on it. And this is where, he then kind of sees the ceiling, kind of a little open, and of course just jumps in, right now, hiding that shit. And what he sees next to him almost scared the shit of him. He's like, oh shit, Bronson guy. This is where, Sanji says, fuck you, man. This is where Leonard also jumps into the hole right now, covers the shit. What the fuck? This is where, he then sees like 3 people inside it. Not just Sanji and Issei, but also Kiba. Kiba kind of say, shh. This is where Leonard says, all of them are just hiding on top of the ceiling. They're like, god damn. How the fuck is... What is this place? This is where Issei kind of asks. This is where, Sanji says, This is our secret hiding hole right now, just hiding away from girls. Issei says, shit. The fuck? So that's why I never see you at lunch most of the time, when I kind of just ask to just hang out. Yes, I usually get away from the girls because the girls are kind of extra, how should I say, thirsty most of the time. I thought you would be loving it. Hell no. I'm interested in girls, but I'm not interested in crazy ones. Well, that sucks for you. This is where, well, Sanji says, who's the other guy? That's Leonard. Okay. Hey, Leonard, you do know about the supernatural, right? This is where both Sanji and Kiba say, the fuck, man? Leonard says, yeah, I do. I just don't really care about the supernatural and bullshit stuff like that. I care about what I care about. Okay, well, mostly, so you do know what I am, but you should also know that I'm also half devil, and those two are also devils, and, is it fine if I just call them what your species is? Yeah, sure, it doesn't really matter. He's a Quincy, Sanji. Sanji looks at fucking Leonard with dead eyes and says, motherfucker, you better, like, teach me how to become a Quincy. I do not mind believing in your religion. Teach me. This is where, well, you say smack his forehead. Because in Bleach, basically Sanji, like the whole Quincy side. It was kind of like a part of their religion, of like the whole Christian religion. But he didn't really care that much because they got sweet powers of making bow and arrows or whatever, shoot energy beams most of the time, be able to control Ryasu and other stuff. This is where, well, Sanji be like, shit, I want to be a Quincy. While Issei's over here saying, I'd rather be the goddamn Hollow. This is where, well, Sanji's saying, please, please, I want to learn about the Quincy's. Please tell me about your religion. I want to shoot energy beams. Pew, pew. This is where Kiba is sweat dropping. This is where, well, Leonard says, dude, I actually don't know how to teach you that. This is where Sanji almost falls down, but yeah, this is where Issei managed to grab him so he doesn't, like, fucking crush the ceiling. But yeah, Issei says, dude, calm down for a second. I think I will know how to kind of give you hollow powers. Well, you can? Nah, I don't know. Bro, fuck you. This is where, well, Kiba is over here just confused, but yeah. This is where, well, Issei kind of checks in the hole, well, mostly tells Leonard just check, and this is where, well, he sees no one. This is where Leonard jumps down. Issei also jumps down. Kiba and Sanji jumps down from the, what's it called, ceiling of the hole, and this is where, well, they kind of just seal the hole, and this is where, well, they start just walking, talking. Issei says, oh, I fucking hate this silver hair. I should dye it, but I can't, because my son would literally kind of question, and who am I half the time. This is where, well, Kiba kind of just shakes his head. Yeah, he does know about Issei's, like, adopted grandson, or not adopted grandson, adopted child. Sanji is still very confused about the child, and this is where Leonard says, you already have a kid? What the fuck? Aren't you 17? This is where Issei says, aren't you 17 too? Yes, I am, but still, what the fuck? You already have a kid? Damn, Soul Reapers really populate this fast. No, it's only my adopted kid, but whatever. Oh wait, you adopted a kid? That's crazy. This is where, well, he's just over here still smoking a cigar. This is where Kiba coughs a little and says, why are you smoking a cigar in the middle of school? Wait, can I not smoke cigars? This is where both Sanji and Kiba looks at him like with dumb expression and says, motherfucker, this is literally a school for geniuses most of the time. Yeah, there's no cigars. This is where, well, he says, shit, sorry. This is where he says, shit, sorry, didn't really mean to. This is where, well, they kind of see him just put out the cigar with his bare hands, and this is where, well, he then kind of looks at, well, Issei and said, I thought the school would literally let me smoke a cigar. I guess not. Don't really know. Mostly the rules are kind of iffy. They're iffy and not iffy. I don't know. This is where, well, Leonard says, okay, fine. Fuck it. This is where, well, Issei kind of says, well, whatever. Good luck with any of that. This is where, well, they're walking. And of course, this is where, well, Sanji is still very saddened of the fact he won't be able to become a Quincy or a Hollow or any of this bullshit because he hates the fact that people are so much luckier than him. He's like, fuck this place. But this is where, well, they're kind of just walking. This is where, well, Issei said, This is where, well, Issei kind of looks outside the window and saw that in the courtyard, mostly he's noticed a blondish kind of hair girl. And this is where, well, Issei's like, wait. This is where, well, Issei is looking out the window and sees, well, Junko, sees her two friends, and then sees Raynor. This is where Raynor is talking to Junko really freely. This is where, well, Issei says, sister, experiment. This is where Issei is thinking in his head. And this is where, well, he then gets a call from his, like, hollow self and says, King, I don't think you should overthink this. No, Issei says, I'm not overthinking this. I'm thinking about something. Wait a minute. Azo. Father, but he had a son. This is where Issei's still confused, missing a lot of shit. He might have to ask Azo some questions now. This is where, Hollow says, just don't get yourself killed. He says, I got this. Won't probably get myself killed, but whatever. This is where, well, he then hears a scream, but multiple, like, screeches in the distance. This is where, well, Issei hears this, and this is where, well, mostly Kiba says, see you guys, I need to be going. I gotta get to, what's it called? Well, mostly, president. Issei, I'll see you later. That's where he says it. Yeah, bye, Kiba. This is where, well, Sanji noticed what's it called, boat Leonard, and Issei kind of noticed in the direction Leonard kind of says, hollows. Issei says, yep, lots of them. What the hell is that? Could be S-Kai. This is where, well, Sanji says, S-Kai? Please, I'm not the culprit. This is where, well, Issei says, not you, Sanji. I should just call him Sanji then. This is where, well, Leonard says, probably. But nah, I don't get confused with this Sanji and another Sanji. This is where, well, yeah, this is where Sanji says, what is happening? What are you guys even hearing? This is where, well, Issei says, how to explain this? Ever since I kind of unlocked the hollow powers and unlocked my own Zanpakuto, I'm going to say something. I've been able to hear screeches of hollows. No one else can hear, not even devils. I have noticed that. Not even fallen angels or angels entirely. But only those who are kind of in with the whole Quincy hollow soul reapers, yeah, they can basically hear the whole hollow screech in the far distance. So you're basically saying that you basically unlocked this power and now you can see hollows. Yep. Fucking show me where to go. I don't mind getting hit by a hollow and then awakening a Fullbringer. Fucking bring me there. This is where, well, Issei switch ups and even was it called, we'll see Leonard, and this is where they say fuck it. Whatever. They don't really care. They decide to just bring Sanji along. And this is where, well, they start running off. Sanji jumps over the fucking gate, even if he has to. Mostly the wall, not gate. And this is where, well, they're running straight towards a kind of, well, mostly into the forest. Now, of course, a couple of people notice them kind of leave. But yeah. But right now, they don't question it too much, but they kind of will follow them later. But we go into Issei, Sanji, and even Leonard getting towards the site. Leonard pulls out two guns. One gun, it looks like a revolver, a silver revolver that's kind of, well, just short. The other one is a long kind of, like, gun, like a long gun that's black. Now, of course, where, well, they have two cross symbols underneath, but yeah, like hanging chain keys. But yeah. This is where, well, we go into Sanji, kind of pulling out his sacred gear, just in case he needs it. And if it might become a, what's it called, Fullbringer. This is where, well, Issei is rushing out, and this is where, well, Issei kind of summons out his Zanpakuto. Now, of course, this is where, well, he would try to summon out his other Zanpakuto, but he won't be able to. But yeah, he still kind of hears distorted voices, but yeah. This is where, well, Issei and the others manage to get towards the location, and what they see is a bunch of, what's it called, hollows. Lots of them. And one in the middle kind of being a little bit different from the others. This is where, well, it's a kind of, well, this is where, well, mostly the one in the middle is none other than a Juka. Mostly, this is where, well, what's it called? Well, the Quincy named Leonard kind of says, that's an Juka. Damn, I wasn't expecting the others are just foot soldiers. They're nothing but just hollows, basic hollows, but one is an Ajuka class. This is where, well, mostly, or Antaract, or whatever the hell it's called, before Vassalor. But this is where, well, he says, I see. How powerful do you think we're going to be able to take it out? It won't be likely. One of us can't even see them. This is where, well, mostly, what's it called? Sanji says, I can't see any of them, what the fuck? This is where, well, Sanji, Issei, and this is where, well, Leonard are kind of trying to think about something until something happens. It's where, well, Sanji gets kicked in the stomach so hard and right now pushed into multiple trees. It's where Issei and Ajuka, well, not Ajuka, mostly Issei and Leonard kind of says, okay, action time. This is where Issei right now jumps up and tries to attack the, what's it called? Hell, the Ajuka. This is where, well, the Ajuka managed to dodge, but this other Ajuka's dodging also the Quincy shots from, what's it called, Leonard. This is where, well, Sanji's trying to get up and say, oh, this sucks. You bastards! He looks up, and this is where he sees multiple white hollow masks right now rushing towards him. He says, oh shit. This is where, well, Sanji activated a sacred character, tried to absorb their energy, and maybe tried to whip them around, which he does manage to kind of just throw them out of the way. And this is where, well, he's trying to think on what to do. His sacred gear doesn't do that much stuff, but he still is a devil. So, of course, he tries to like, punch them and knock them all out of the way. While, what's it called, Issei and Leonard are right now fighting against the second stage Hollow. A stronger Hollow than, what's it called, the other Hollows are fighting Sanji. This is where, well, Issei says, Leonard, move out of the way. This is where, well, Issei says, Shikai release. This is where, well, he does name the sword name, and of course, it's Kaga no Dragon. And of course, a golden dragon serpent right now rushes through the blade and rushes straight towards the call. Well, mostly the Ajuka. This is where Ajuka notices and right now tries to block it, but gets hit by the attack and right now gets pushed away. But this is where he does get shot by, what's it called, the Quincy. This is where, well, both of them are right now fighting against the Ajuka, but yeah. But for right now, I'm going to leave it off here for part, well, 3 of this What If. So yeah, part 3 of this What If. Wait, is it? Yeah, part 3 of this What If. So yeah, I'm going to leave it off here. But other than that, have, yeah, day, night, so, yeah, we'll see ya. Bye.